I just wanted to make this its own video. I know I went over this, I think in the Wuthering Waves Complaint Gauntlet or whatever I ended up calling that video. But I just want to, like, in an isolated, like, sit-down, like, talk session, I want to talk about the ecosystem. Now, the natural end state of character progression is naturally min-maxing, and that exists in the artifact system. Now, when I'm complaining about the artifact system here, it's not like the general, like, oh, the gambling and like having to like constantly just get more echoes and just keep getting bad substats. Like, I'm used to that, you know? Like, it's gambling inside a gambling game. Like, I'm personally okay with it. I can understand how it can feel, like, oversaturated, and, like all the games do that, and it's annoying and stuff, but I want to complain about how it's implemented. So, like, in most other gacha games, you can get through, like, all of your, like, bad, garbage artifacts very quickly, or at least like comparatively quickly.
Whatever it is.
So like here, like, yes, I do have leveled echoes, so my argument isn't about leveled echoes, it's more so about the sheer abundance of unleveled echoes. And the reason I have some of these leveled echoes is because sometimes I like holding on to like alternate sets for certain characters, certain sets like Rejuvenating Glow I might want on a Gauntlet's user to like fill the role of a support. And if I'm not using them in that role, then I'll put on a DPS set. Or even a character like Brant, sometimes he has, like, echoes that do meet his energy regen requirements, but then they have, like, worse substats, but then you might get another echo that, like, has really good substats, but is, like, really, like, lacking in energy regen, or vice versa. Like, you can mix and match Brant's echoes. Because, like, you might get, like, an overall, like, higher value, like, higher DPS on Brant, because some echoes might need to fulfill certain other requirements. But, like, aside from that, there are alternate echo sets for alternate characters. And I'm not complaining about, like, me hoarding onto these sets. I'm complaining about how quickly you earn these unleveled echoes, like, fresh, brand new echoes. Because in most other gacha games, like, at a cursory glance, you can just, like, click it, it will show you, like, most of its substats. So, like, usually it's what, like 4 or 5 substats? It'll show you, like, 3 of them. So for the most part, you can just like look at them like with a single click, or like if you're on controller, just like scroll through them and see, okay, that's a bad echo, and then you can like mark it as destroyed. Bad echo, mark it as destroyed. But since these echoes, like these artifacts, only roll with the main stat, that means they all have like untapped potential. You have no idea if this echo could be the best echo in the game or the worst echo in the game, you know? So like, it's very time consuming. Because in order to find out if this echo is worth salvaging, you have to go into the submenu, and then just, like, bring it to 15 here. Ideally, lots of times I'm too lazy, I just want to, like, get out of the way, because, hypothetically speaking, you do the 3, and hell, yeah, this doesn't look that bad. So then I have to go back and then level it a second time, this time to 20, to see if it's worth going even further. And it's not really. So then, okay, now I'm gonna mark this as discard. Sometimes it might be like something like, oh, this is gonna be like resonance liberation damage or basic attack damage amp. And at that point, I would want to roll it again, so I'd like add more to bring it to 25 and then see if that's worth it. And then I'll find out it's not crit, it might like roll HP or defense. And then, okay, then I mark it as discard. You have to do that for like every single echo. And that takes so much time, and there's so many sources of echoes in this game, because like I said, like that's the natural like end state of, you know, working on a character's like potential, you know? It's like upgrading their damage and their performance. It's through the substats. So let's say hypothetically, even though you're probably never going to be in this state, but let's say you like level all of the characters you want, you level all the talents, all the weapons. What's left to use your energy on? Your like what are they called, wave plates? What are you going to use that on? Because the game encourages you to use it, like, every day. Not only is it easier to, like, do daily challenges for the Astrites, but, you know, it's a limited resource, and it's better to use it than lose it, right? So, what are you going to use it on? You're going to use it on, like, these tacit fields to get these echoes. So you're constantly getting echoes each day, especially if you're doing, like, the Nightmare Purification nests, you know, because it's, like, they're really good at, like, farming for characters. Like, even if you have characters that are like fairly well built, you know, like the substats are good, most people, I feel like most sane people are probably just gonna get to a, you know, like a decent set, you know. They're not gonna look for like perfect gold substats. They're not gonna like look for, like, not only that, because like, look, I feel like there are a lot of people. I mean, I'm speaking from like Destiny experience, but like you're always like chasing god rolls, you know? And I feel like lots of people, if you really like this character, if you really like their play style, and you want to, you know, you see those posts on Reddit, or you might see like image posts of like, oh, look at this like top 1% character. It's like most people aren't gonna go that far. Like, especially like the majority of the player base and the target demographic, most people are not gonna go that length. But technically, you know, it's like lots of people, I feel like, okay, maybe not lots of people, there's like a decent amount of people who would hypothetically like to have their favorite character hit as hard as possible. And the way you do that is by getting the substats, and ideally, hypothetically speaking, like, what you want is all gold. So like, see how it's like highlighted here? You want all of that to be golden. I would even argue that like, that isn't as important as getting high rolls, like, of the substats you actually want. But that's like two different types of RNG you have to contend with. So not only do you don't want like a wasted distribution here in the substat like set, but you want it to roll high too, specifically the damage amping ones and like crit rate, crit damage, those. So hypothetically speaking, you kind of have an incentive to endlessly keep farming these echoes and to like endlessly try and get them as strong as possible to make your favorite characters as strong as possible. Do the devs expect every player to do that? No, absolutely not. You know, like, not even like the most hardcore, I'm sure, like, don't go that far. But again, like, that's the chase, that's the power grind, right? And there's always going to be that incentive to want to min-max, like, all of these echoes for these characters. Is it realistic? No, but it's something that you can always work towards. So, naturally, you're going to use your wave plates to get echoes. You do Nightmare Purification Nest, which is a blessing and a curse. It's a double-edged sword, because, A, it's really great having a system where you could, like, farm, like, the artifact equivalent in this game, like, more than just, like, using your energy. Because most games, you have to use energy. It's really cool in this game that it gives you another avenue to get these artifacts without wasting like an actual resource. And on top of that, you can hunt these echoes in the open world with like this whole like Pokemon hunting type of aspect to it. Like conceptually, I like the ecosystem, but my problem is how it's implemented. Because yeah, there is like echo filtering and like auto lock, auto dismantle, but the problem is that can only go so far, because unlike other games where like other games that have these like auto discard features, you can actually set it to like, okay, if it has like less than 2 designated like desired substats, auto discard, right? But here, since no echoes roll with substats, that means the whole auto discard, auto lock, it's good that it's there, because it saves you from having to like discard like echoes that have like bad main stats, right? But the echoes that survive that purge, that survive being marked as auto discard, those are abundantly more plentiful than the amount of artifacts you'd get in any other game. So you end up with thousands upon thousands of echoes that you have to go one by one just to see if they're worth salvaging or not. And what I project here, because like the whole echo like XP like resource issue is like its own thing, because you can argue that like these are way too many echoes to hold on to compared to like how many like echo experience items that you actually get. I feel like if they're giving away all of these like free echoes, it should be somewhat proportionate. But that's a discussion for like another day. Let's just say, hypothetically, right, you want to level all of these artifacts, you know? It's like, yeah, you don't really want to be min-maxing Rejuvenating Glow, but, like, I don't know, like, maybe there's something wrong with me, but, like, I want to build a Yanwu, like a hybrid DPS Yanwu, that also serves the support role, you know? So, like, putting him with the Originite Type 4, it's stupid, yeah, but it's something I want to do, right? I don't have to do it, and I do see lots of people say, oh, get rid of, like, the 1.0 sets. It's like the Arrow set, and, the Fusion set, probably. Like no characters are really using this, you know? But the thing is, there are lots of 3-piece, 2-piece sets that have been coming out. So, Galbraina, even though this is an old set, the 2-piece, she wants this for the fusion damage bonus, and same thing with, like, the Arrow set, which I forgot what it's called. The point is, like, you can argue that there is a reason to hold on to old sets and like all these artifacts. Like once I hit the cap, I'm probably gonna get rid of these rejuvenating glows, but the fact of the matter still stands that even for your DPS sets, you're gonna be holding on to so many echoes, and it's gonna take way too long to level them one by one, because like I just demonstrated, like, yeah, am I complaining over like very minor things? Yeah, because it's only like, what, 10-15 seconds? But the problem is, if you have thousands of echoes, that's gonna take you hours upon hours, like dozens of hours to get through. And that doesn't even take into consideration the amount of deliberation of like, oh, okay, well, those substats, you know, it's like, maybe that hits my energy regen requirement, but like, it does that offset how good of a roll this other echo is to replace it, you know, because like, it's not gonna like be that fast. You're not gonna be like a machine going through all these echoes just like back to back. But like, even if you were, it's gonna take dozens of hours. So my solution, what I would suggest, is just have a batch upgrade, you know, because I feel like there's no reason that the whole like tuner process needs to even be in the game. I understand they want to make like this like artifact system different and unique, and that's how they're going about it. Oh, that's actually not bad. But what you're ultimately left with is an inferior system that is just much more of a headache to deal with. It lacks the quality of life of other games. It's like, just to name a recent example, like Neverness to Everness, I really like the artifact system because it tells you like what all of the subsets are going to be. So as soon as you get it, you could be all like, oh, okay, so that's good. Oh, okay, that's bad. So you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of upgrading just to find out that's bad and then discarding it, you know? I feel like it's such a time sink, you know? It's like, yeah, it takes that long to like level artifacts in any other game, but the fact is, again, you have to level in order to mark as discard in this game. In other games, you don't have to. That information is already provided you, at least most of the information, you know? You can take an educated guess to kind of figure out, okay, that's probably not going to be worth it, because the starting substats are ass. But yeah, that's what I'm asking. It's just add a batch upgrade option, where, like, imagine a little, like little checkbox, you select it, and then you can like, multiple select all of these echoes. You know, like, maybe, like, you could sort by 1 cost, or 3 costs, or 4 costs. Sort by, like, the echo... I mean, yeah, you could, like, even select, like, which specific echo you want. Of these, you can, select... sorry about that. You can select which stat... Where do you... Oh, right. You can select, like, which set you want to, like, batch upgrade. And then just, like, select them all. Just, like, select all the ones you want. And then batch upgrade, like imagine a button that says like batch upgrade, it automatically uses all of your echo experience items, it automatically uses tuners, and then you could just see, oh, okay, alright, that echo's good, that echo's bad, that echo's good. That would save so much time instead of having to go into like each submenu to like level them. Like it's such a baffling decision because like it's just so time consuming. Like that's the biggest issue I have with it. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I already did this rant in the other video, but I wanted to make this its own video just so I could like talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, that's it.